Yeah, hello guys, welcome back again to my videos. So, like I said before, I will continue our journey of cyber attack types because there are so many types of these attacks. That's why I create two parts of this video. So, welcome to the second part. Let's just start it. So, let's talk about the man in the middle attacks. This man in the middle attack is where an attacker stealthily relies and potentially alter the communication between two parties. Have been a persistent threat since the advent of network computing. So you can just imagine if you want to talk to your friend, but there are some intruder in the middle of you and your friend, but being invisible. So you can't see it, but all of the information that both of you talking about are being recorded, being infiltrated by this intruder. Yeah, so this man in the middle attack occur when an attacker secretly intercepts and possibly even alters the communication between two parties who believe that these two parties are directly communicating with each other. This can happen in various forms, such as eavesdropping on network traffic or even impersonating one of the parties to gain sensitive information. The impact of this kind of attack can be so devastating, ranging from eavesdropping in private conversation to the theft of sensitive data without nobody knows. One of the first and most notorious instances occurred in 1994 when Kevin Mitnick, this is a real name, by the way, intercepted the digital communication of computer security experts, illustrating the dire need for encrypted data transmission. Man in the middle of attack gained infamy in 2015 during the Superfish incident where adware pre-installed on Lenovo laptops compromise the secure connection, making their users vulnerable to data theft. Scary, right? So the user of this laptop is thinking, oh, I'm using new laptop. Let me send them some email. Let me browse my Facebook. Let me browse my Combank account and everything else. But turn out that their secure connection and everything else are vulnerable to the theft. Yeah, another form is like Wi-Fi eavesdropping. I believe all of you love Wi-Fi hotspot, especially when it's free and fast. Am I correct? So the attacker may monitor the unsecure wireless communications. And what I mean by unsecure, it doesn't mean that that kind of Wi-Fi that have no password maybe. That is unsecure. Yeah, that is true. But even if you put some password on your Wi-Fi hotspot, Wi-Fi router, it doesn't mean that your Wi-Fi is already secure. The technique of attacking Wi-Fi infrastructure is getting involved, make it harder to prevent that. Again, if we keep alert, keep aware, keep vigilant with the new update system, we can get higher chance to prevent this attack. So the use of HTTPS and other secure protocol in Wi-Fi as well, like the newest security protocol of Wi-Fi. We are now having Wi-Fi 6. This is a little bit technical. Is 802.11ax, and we will come to Wi-Fi 7 maybe in just less than 10 years, I believe. And with the new Wi-Fi technology, they will come with new secure protocol as well. This kind of secure protocol, like HTTPS and the one I mentioned about the Wi-Fi, can make the man-in-the-middle attacks become challenging, but still not impossible. Protection against man-in-the-middle of attack include the use of end-to-end encryption, which ensure that the data is encrypted from the source to the destination, leaving no opportunity for an attacker to intercept readable data. Public key infrastructure, digital certificates can be used between the parties that involved during the communication. Users should be more cautious as well when using public Wi-Fi network and always secure connection. What I mean is, if you are using the public hotspot like in the shopping mall or in the airport, just make sure you are not trying to use your Combank apps or try to do some payment, trying to give some personal information even in your browser. Like when you fill some Google form, you need to fill in the name and everything else. But if you are using public Wi-Fi, don't do that. Public Wi-Fi is just for regular browsing. If you want to do much better, you can use incognito mode from Google Chrome, from Firefox as well. That can make your data more safer. Okay, we will move to the next point. Yeah, now SQL injection. It's become more and more deeper in the term of technical perspective. But just bear with me. I believe you still got some what we call uh, great lesson from what I'm talking about. I believe. So SQL injection, or some people say SQL injection. This is a kind of cyber attack that target the data layer of application, allowing an attacker to execute malicious SQL statement, SQL formula that control the web application's database server. This type of attack can lead to unauthorized viewing of data, can corrupting as well, can deleting data as well, and in some instance, even complete takeover of the database system. The impact of SQL injection was felt widely in the famous incident in 2002 when Jeremiah Grossman, a real person, discovered the first SQL injection tool which could fully automate the exploitation process. And then maybe the most famous one was the attack on Sony Pictures in 2011, where personal data of millions, you know Sony Pictures, right? They're really famous one. Spider-Man. Millions of users' data was compromised, costing the company dearly both in financial terms and reputation. So this SQL injection technique is exploit the vulnerability in the application software that can make the attacker execute unauthorized SQL command. SQL or SQL itself is a database programming language. So if you store your name, birth date, and everything else into a website, they are not making it in a PDF or in the doc or Word file to keep your personal data like that. But they put into infrastructure called database infrastructure that normally program with the SQL language. There are several languages in the database technology, but this is the most famous one. So, if someone manipulates this database by inserting malicious SQL statement, it can result unauthorized access to sensitive data, corrupting the data, or even like what I said before, complete system takeover. The process of SQL injection begins with an attacker discovering input fields that are vulnerable. This is a kind of thing that the programmer or IT guy need to be more aware of. So creating a good design website, catchy one, so many moving motion, animation and everything else, colorful design and everything else. Sometimes it's not enough because it doesn't guarantee any security, right? They need to take this seriously. The attacker can insert SQL statement into the field, which are mistakenly executed by the database. The consequence can be severe, ranging from data leaks to the deletion of entire tables, means entire data in the database of the website or the system, and complete takeover as well. So how to prevent it? Preventing SQL injection requires secure coding practice, including the use of prepared statements and parameterized queries, which do not allow SQL code execution. Regular code review, regular pen test, penetration testing, report, vulnerability scanning. This kind of activity can detect potential injection flow. And the use of web application firewall. What is it? So many kind of firewall. Previously, I'm just talking about firewall without any word before. But this one is web application firewall. Yeah, I will try to make a video about this. Can also provide an additional layer of defense by filtering out malicious data. Yeah, in the enterprise level, the use of web application firewall are really famous. And it's not famous just because of it's becoming trend, but it's really important to having such of devices. Because, like I said, investment in cyber security area, I know it's not inconvenient. I know it's expensive, but yeah, this is new age. This is new era. We are not just investing on physical guard security anymore. We are not just investing in the alarm system, CCTV, but we need to secure the digital line as well. Oh my God, so many things to secure. How can we becoming not worry at all? But still, like my message before, stay safe, stay alert, stay awake, stay vigilant is the foundation in order to survive in this digital age. Let's move again to next slide. What is it? Oh, it's zero-day exploit. What is it called? Zero day. Is it like zombie attack or something like that? Maybe if some of you ever watched the what is the movie of Will Smith? I forget. The legend. I forget about it, but it's about Will Smith fighting the zombie, and he is staying in the zero-day city of him, as he believed that he was responsible of the incident handling, as he really loved his city and his country. Okay, let's move to the explanation. Zero-day exploit. This is kind of exploit that exploit unknown vulnerabilities in the software or in the hardware, providing the attackers with a powerful tool to infiltrate the system even before, not even, but this is the target, before the developer have a chance to address the flaws. This attack can lead to widespread malware infection, data breach, and espionage. The concept emerged as early as the 1990s, with the term zero-day becoming more common in the early of 2000s. A famous incident occurred in 2014 with the discovery of the heartbleed bug in OpenSSL. Oh my God, OpenSSL! This is like an organization that focus on encryption tool, means securing tools. Oh, sorry, security tools, which left millions of websites open to the data theft. Oh my God, that's scary. Yeah, so this exploit take advantage of previously unknown vulnerabilities in software or hardware. This is highly valuable to attacker because no known defense at the time of the exploitation itself. Yeah, because it's zero day. It's not the first day, second day, third day. They can lead to unexpected and widespread damage, including data breach and malware dissemination. So the life cycle of a zero-day exploit begins when a vulnerability is discovered and continues until it is made public or a patch is being released. Attackers may use this period to develop and deploy malware that takes advantages of the flow. The period of vulnerability can vary greatly from days to years, depending on when the flaw is discovered and addressed. Defending against this exploit is challenging due to their unknown nature. However, don't worry, there are some strategies that we can use, such as using security software that employs behavioral detection technique of network traffic, for example. So if there are some kind of analytic things in the network traffic, or why this protocol running on the line on the at the time of midnight, where normally there is nothing happen and everything else. Yeah, this is called what we name behavioral detection technique. Rather than signature based detection, signature based detection, the known attack detection can help identify and block suspicious activity. Of course, again, regular system and software updates along with proactive threat intelligence can reduce the window of exposure and notes for new program that need to be released. We need to go through not just the quality insurance in the term of programming level, but in the term of security as well. That's why we need the pen test and vulnerability scanning and code analysis in the term of security. That's why cyber expert demands are high, and because of the complexity is really hard, the salary become higher, and the population of cybersecurity expert itself is not too many because yeah, it's really hard to become an expert in the cyber one because you cannot just become an expert in the network area only, but you need to collaborate, or maybe you can improve yourself to become an expert in the programming area as well. Different one, programming, network, infrastructure, it's different technology, different area, even it's the same area of IT. Yeah, IT can be just translated into the real world. So human can be a doctor, human can be a civil worker, human can be uh, a racer and everything else. Yeah, IT can have something like that as well because it's just converting the physical one into the digital one. That can be included as IT, right? That's why it's hard to be a cybersecurity expert. But don't worry, human can always be win as long as we have a good will, right? Okay, move to the next point is advanced persistent threats. What does it mean? Persistent threat. So it's not just a human can be persistent, but threat can be persistent as well, even in the advanced form. Wow. So these APTs represent high-level cyber threat where a group gains unauthorized access to a network, but remains undetected for long periods. They intend to steal the data rather than cause the damage. So they just hiding and keep stealing, but no damage occur, so nobody care. The sophistication and the stealth of APT became widely recognized in the late of 2000s. One of the most notable APT incidents was uncovered in 2010, known as Operation Aurora. Wow, wow. Which targeted Google and over 30 other companies. This incident shed light on state-sponsored espionage. Disclaimer, I am not mentioning any country name. And the extent to which cyber attackers were willing to go to extract sensitive information, sparking a global conversation about cyber warfare and corporate espionage. Oh my god, scary. Let talk a little bit more about it. So this kind of attack often orchestrated by nation states or criminal organization. The attacker establishes a foothold in the network to mine highly sensitive data. The persistent aspect of APT refers to the attacker's goal of remaining undetected within the network for as long as possible. So they can be persistent. APT typically follow a multi-phase process. Initial breach, establishment of backdoor access in order to escape with no trace, lateral movement within the network, data exfiltration, and maintaining the presence to stay visible, to stay invisible. This attacker used a combination of technique, including zero-day exploit as well, social engineering. This is a hard one. Is involving the psychology of human, and custom malware to achieve their objective. Countering APT require a comprehensive security strategy. Both include the prevention and detection control, robust network segmentation, good access control, and continuous monitoring, including the behavior analytics, are essential. Incident response plan should be in the place to quickly address and sorry to quickly address the breach. Sharing information about threats within the security community can also help organizations stay ahead of APT. Yeah, so this is like the sum of ultimate attack in the cyber incident. We are not just talking about, oh, I'm hacking your Facebook. No, no, no. Oh, I'm stealing your money. No. Oh, this is bigger. You can be scared, but yeah, now you know there is exists some kind of this attack. It's not a bullshit. It's a real one. Okay, so for the conclusion of my second part of the video, the cyber attack nowadays are a serious threat that require constant vigilance. Again, sorry, I need to talk about vigilance word so many times. And proactive measures to prevent by understanding what is it definition, what is the tactic, and what is the techniques used by the attacker, we can better protect ourselves, our organization, and even our country from this kind of threats. Thank you for watching, guys. For the next video, please stay tuned. I will talk more about the protection in the level of individual and in the level of enterprise. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you can get some beneficial of my videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you want, comment and ask anything. I will try to answer it. Thank you. Bye.